Hello, so in this video we're going to be talking about the limits of polynomials. But first let's talk about what a limit actually is. So when you're finding the limit of any function, you're finding the value of y as x approaches any number. So here in my example, I just have how that is actually written. So you would have f of x equals 3x plus 2. This is your function. And if you want to find the limit of this function as x approaches 2, for example, you would write the limit of the function, which is 3x plus 2, as x approaches 2. The arrow means that x is approaching this number. So let's talk about the limits of polynomials. First, let's get into what classifies as a polynomial and what does not. So here we have, well, first let's break down what polynomial means. So poly means many, and nomials is dealing with numbers. So basically, if you were to break down the word, it means many numbers. So here we have our function y equals fx plus 2. This is a polynomial because there's multiple numbers. And then here we have y equals 2x to the third plus 6x squared minus 12. Also a polynomial because there's multiple numbers and our exponents are not negative. So here, these would not be classified as polynomials. This one would not because there's only one number here, y equals 3. This one would not be a polynomial because here you will be dividing by a variable, because as we know, fractions also mean division. So you're dividing by x, since x is in the denominator, that we cannot have that in a polynomial. And then here, this one's not a polynomial because our exponent is negative. So if you want to find the limit of a polynomial, all you have to do, it's very simple, is substitute for x. So in this example, we have f of x equals 3x squared plus 8x minus 2. And we want to find the limit of f of x as x approaches 3. So to do that, we would write the limit of f of x as x approaches 3. So we would just rewrite our function here. So we have the limit of 3x squared plus 8x minus 2 as x approaches 3. So like I said, it's very, very simple. All you would have to do is substitute the number that you're approaching for your x's in the polynomial, since this is a polynomial. So as you can see, our x here is substituted with 3, and our x here is substituted with 3 here. So if we just go through the math really quickly, we have 3 times 3 squared plus 8 times 3 minus 2. This 3 squared turns to 9. And then we have 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 9 is 27. So then we have 27 plus 24 minus 2, which gives us 51 minus 2, which equals 49. So it gives us our answer very plainly, very simply. The limit of 3x squared plus 8x minus 2 as x approaches 3 is 49. And that's really all there is to finding the limit of a polynomial. You just want to first make sure that this actually is a polynomial, and then you just want to substitute whatever number you're approaching for the x's in your function. And that's it. Thank you.